to cut my granddad's wife off story time. First, I remember this time when there was a mice in her kitchen on the floor, and I went to go tell my granddad. Like, I screamed, I'm so afraid of mice. Also, the rat is my enemy sign with Chinese zodiacs. If you're spiritual, you know what that is. So he told me to sweep it up, and I was like, are you serious? I was like 7 years old. They lived in the country, so behind them were a big ass field. They had a lot of field mice back there in the field. Their house was kind of set up really high, so it was a little space where they had things built up. I go tell my granddad, like, the mice is stuck on the floor, it won't sweep up. She goes and get the mice, put it in the dustpan, and chases me with it for about a good 10 minutes. When I tell y'all I was pissed at her, but that was also the beginning of spirit telling me that she was a rat in disguise. Let's move on to reason number 2. There was this time she acted like she was fake whooping me, but she really was hitting me hard for real. And so I was like, stop, I gotta go pee. And the door that leads to the other room to get to the bathroom, it wouldn't open because they had a really big house. It was a lot of doors in there that led to other rooms. And this particular door, like, you had to kind of lift it up, twist it, and open it. Like, it wasn't just a twist and open. And she did not get up and open the door, y'all, and I peed on myself. And then she laughed. Reason number 3. So my granddad was a child molester. He had done touched on multiple people. Go watch their story time on my page. And she was aware of it. She was enabling him to do it. He had touched on her niece's boobs, and she was like, she didn't believe he did it. He also had 2 other kids with a woman that he was with before her, and she had stopped her kids from visiting them because her kids had went back and told her, it's 2 daughters, so my aunties, they went back and told their mom that when my granddad was on the way to drive them home, to drop them back off with their mom, he asked them to give him some head. These were little girls, by the way. They were like maybe 9, 10 at that age. When it happened, they were grown around this time, and I was like 6, 7. She was in denial about that too. There was a girl that lived next door. She had a really big family, and most of them was a little like special needs. And one of them says that he pushed up on her and kissed her. And do you not know that my granddad's wife said that she was lying as well? And when I came out and told what he did to me, she said that I was lying and was just trying to be like the girl from across the street. Let's move on to my last and final straw. So I'm having twins. This particular time when I'm saying I had just found out that I was going to be having twins, she had invited me over to her house because she had divorced my granddad by now. So she divorced him maybe 2-3 years ago. She only divorced him to get that karma off of her ass, but it didn't matter because karma's still biting, bitch. Particular day I was over her house. She had cooked some, I think like, she cooked something with some potatoes. I can't remember, but I ended up getting me some, and I went to go take a shower. She had left out of the house, and in the shower, out of the mist, I got extremely dizzy, and I just broke out into a sweat. So I'm thinking it's due to the babies. I get out, and I realize that so I go to bed, and in the midst of that, I have a dream, but I knew it wasn't a dream. In the midst of that, I like see her over me. She has her hands like this over my stomach, like she's praying over it, like she was trying to cause harm spiritually to my kids. Bitch, you got me fucked up. She invited me over to her house. She was like, you know, your granddad, he be stalking me. He be riding by the house with that gun, and I'm a little afraid. I don't want to be in the country by myself. Like, can you come spend a few nights with me? So and so like that. So she was just having a lot of people come over there and spend the night with her. The same people that when he was touching on, you was claiming like they was lying. You want now to be your protectors. Girl, bye. She also was a light-skinned woman, and she had a shape. And I feel like when she got with my granddad, she thought because she was light-skinned and thick, she was also a Jezebel. Like, I know that he was pimping her out. There's no way. He was so money hungry. I know for sure that he definitely had multiple energies in that bed with her. As I woke up, she like teleported out of the room. I knew for sure that I was not dreaming. Like, I knew that it was real. So I left from her house, and I had never been back, never spoke to her since then. Let me also give y'all a little backstory on one of the things that's going on with her daughters, because she has 3 daughters by my granddad. They're all grown. It also was grown at the time when I was a kid too. So they're all older than me. Her second daughter married once and engaged one time before. She has had more than 2 miscarriages. Every last one of her boyfriends passed away. Like, that's the reason that the relationship ends, because they all die. I think she's like 5, 6 boyfriends, and even her male boy best friend had passed away. And the reason being is because my granddad's wife had got a woman pregnant back in the day, his wife did dark magic to make that woman lose her baby. Baby, somebody got to pay for that. She never owned up to this day. I don't know if my auntie knows, but I'm spiritual, so I know. But that's the reason why all her husbands keep passing away, because her mama got rid of that woman's baby. More than likely, it was a boy, because my granddad don't have any sons. He has all daughters. She got rid of that baby. That baby had a really important part to play. And every time that her daughter boyfriends pass away, she's always front row and center, supporting her daughter, holding her daughter's hand, letting her daughter cry on her shoulder. Yeah, because you know it's your fault. She still has not owned up to her daughter. That's what's going to break the curse. So now her daughter is with someone now, and her ass is afraid to get married again because everybody ends up passing away. She just successfully had her second child after all of those like miscarriages. The first child she had was by her actual husband, who got killed in a car crash, and then now she's with a guy. She had another boy by him. You know, he hanging on in there for now. But what's going to break that curse off of her is when her mom comes to her and own up to it. Her mom just needs to own up to it completely, and then the chains will be broken. Follow for more.